My name is Mark Imperial, and I'm a talk radio host in Chicago, and I'm also an outrageous marketing implementer for some of the world's most famous brands. I'm also a serial entrepreneur, and all of my businesses revolve around my passions, which are music, entertainment, marketing, and the martial arts. It's been a crazy life so far, and I'm just getting started. By the age of 16, I had 2 hit dance records that were playing on the airwaves and in the clubs around the world, making the charts, which led to me being a sought-after club DJ. But by the age of 22, I'd lost it all. The music industry had completely changed, and I struggled. I didn't know how to leverage what I had in my credentials into any other businesses where people didn't know my name. That was until I met Dan Kennedy. And since meeting Dan, I've learned how to build 4 thriving businesses, and now I'm absolutely loving life again, and all my businesses are revolved around my passion, so it's like I'm not even working a day in my life. I'll tell you what, looking back, I was desperate, I was struggling, I was a dime a dozen DJ. I was working for the late great Walter Payton at the time, DJing at his nightclubs and doing weddings on the side, but I didn't have a real business. Well, so I knew I was a great DJ, I knew how to pack a dance floor, but that didn't really amount to a hill of beans because I didn't know how to attract clients or sell what it was I did. I got lucky, I mean, a lot of times, but I didn't know how to put it together into a real business. So Dan Kennedy showed me marketing when I didn't know it was marketing that I needed. It was a success event around 1996 that a friend dragged me to. What he said made a lot of sense. I agreed with everything that he was saying. And then after his speech, I did what every hopeful but desperate entrepreneur would do. I bought a robot costume. Now let me explain. I still was in the mindset that I thought I needed stuff. I needed more speakers, more gimmicks for the party. So I invested a couple $1,000s for a robot costume, thinking that this would be a gimmick that I would use at some of my events. So what I learned from all of this was the more stuff I invested in, it was just the more stuff that collected dust. So I said to myself, Mark, what's going on? You're a great DJ, you know how to slam a dance floor, you know, your back seat is littered with motivational tapes and success tapes. Why aren't you rich? And you know, I dug right into those motivational tapes again, and I tried to find out what is the gem in here, what am I missing? And what I found was, although most of the motivational tapes I listened to made me feel good, they didn't give me actual actionable steps or what to do or how to do things or what to focus on. That's when I remembered Dan Kennedy and the materials I had from Dan out of all the other materials I've ever had. That was the stuff that gave me actionable steps, things to do, things to apply, and what to focus on. It was a system, and it was laid out for me. So I began to apply those principles. That's when I changed my marketing and changed my business forever. From that point, I devoured everything I can get my hands on that Dan Kennedy created. I play a little game with myself. When I invest in a Dan Kennedy product, I apply something in that product to my business and I measure the ROI. And it's always a positive ROI that adds tens of thousands of dollars to my business in revenue. So I celebrate when Dan has a new product because I know that's always going to happen. There hasn't been a time that I didn't get something positive as a result of investing in a Dan Kennedy marketing product. It feels to me like I'm not working a day in my life. I often wake up before my alarm clock because I'm looking so forward to the day ahead. And I really am living my ideal life, and I'm loving it. My name's Mark. I'm from Illinois. I'm a radio talk show host here in Chicago, and I'm an outrageous marketing implementer for some of the world's most famous brands.